Good morning. Oh,
Good morning.
Now I've got good morning in my head.
good morning.
Wubba-lubba-dub-dub!
Rubba-dub-dub.
I was
That's
thinking
the
more,
wrong thing.
nothing to do to save his life.
Lubba-dub-dub. Fark him in a tub.
Whatever turn
How is
wrong.
everyone today?
Good morning.
I'm good. I got up way too early, had an interview on the BBC Leicester, and 2 cups of tea.
Yeah, how was your interview?
Wonderful.
So,
Short.
Like you?
question. With VC, how do you pull people's win?
You have to disconnect them.
Yeah, there should be like our names or whatever. You can drag them individually and pull them apart. It was mean.
Doesn't seem to be working.
I might want, if any of you guys have time, I'd love to see how to set up Twitch properly at some point. Because I'm in all these games and
Angel Babe 99, good morning. How are we doing today? Welcome to our vampire
Alright,
story.
so everybody good?
Just waiting on you, Cupcake.
Oh, why are you waiting on me? So, I guess we will go ahead and get started with our vampire game then. We'll continue a little bit. So last time we played, which wasn't last week, but the week before last, because last week was a whole lot of pain. We had some things happen. You guys met another kindred named Daria, who John decided that he was going to chase through the alleyways without the other party members.
she was super happy about it too.
Yeah?
Yeah. Chad, were
We
you
had
invited?
that flirt sesh.
VC crashed.
What, dude?
My VC crashed.
Oh, I did.
It's alright. Don't flirt with people. Don't flirt with other kindred, especially Nosferatu. It's not a good idea.
Yes, James makes a call back, and now everything checks up. Lovely.
And then, let's see.
God damn it.
Then we time jump to the other side, where you guys were trying to complete your quest for Daria, who wanted you to go and poach another actor, an actor named Sheena McDarren,
I remember
normal
this.
human who works for the London Double Theatre Company. Daria wants her to come to the Mortlake Theatre to be there forever because, you know, Daria likes her. Well,
I need to move Michael and Derek up.
so it's her job. She wants you to get her there, and then she'll tell you where an Arwen is, which is your whole goal for this chapter. Where's she at?
Yay.
Now,
Where's the
unbeknownst
beach?
to the rest of the party, while John was away, he didn't quite make it back in time before sunrise. It took him a little longer to
Well,
track Daria
Elsa, you're
than
mean.
was necessary. She is an
You are a
Nosferatu at the end of the
mean
day.
girl.
And
Yeah, I'm disappointed in you.
he ended up going into the sewers, falling into day sleep, luckily being undisturbed the next day. But as he woke up, he was at Hunger 4, which led him to hunt through the sewers, and he ended up running into another kindred who was named Victor.
Victor.
And that is pretty much where we pick up, as the now completely lifeless body of Victor just crumples to the ground,
So, Desi Lulu,
and
1994.
John is wiping
in
Kindred
stream,
Vitae
that is
from-
Elsa. She plays
So
a
good.
sorceress named Elsa. You are Alabama, though. Alabama.
So John, what are you doing?
Alabama.
I think John, assuming, paying attention, making sure no one's coming in this way.
Messing with her.
It's just going to take like about 5 minutes after doing that just to chill out and kind of bliss out. Because, I mean, at least the way you made it sound was kind of almost like a drug. It
Yes,
was that good.
it is. Kindred Vitae is very much the drug from which all is forbidden at the end of the day.
And then realizing that he smells like shit and he hasn't changed his clothes all night and he's in a sewer, he is going to go home.
All right. I will let you go home without any rolls at this point. You have
So nice.
no hunger left. You're in no
Yeah.
danger of the sun right now.
Give me extra.
You're good.
No, it does not. It does not, unfortunately. It just it supports
So
me
one
more.
thing I will note is that his body did not turn to ash,
Yeah.
like maybe some other.
and I'm not the
kindred
one who
that
set
choose
it
to
up.
die.
That's just how it's set up.
It is
Good night,
decomposing.
Elsa. I
It's
will
there.
mess with you later.
I think I did say last episode
probably
that I
gonna
like
text you,
dragged
like,
it a little bit away
10
from where we
Or
were.
11.
Okay.
I would have just tried to like put
No.
it under stuff, maybe try to find a rat warren, put it near the rats.
Yeah, try and conceal the body a little bit from. Cool. All right, and
I'll make
with
her
that,
use his Twitter.
it takes you a couple of hours. Not really a couple of
'Cause
hours.
I don't.
It probably
I don't
takes
run
you
this game.
maybe about an hour to get back to the manor. At this point, what are? This is the next evening. What are Dr. Schloff and Zachariah doing?
Well, the doctor is adamantly believing that we need to go and do our mission that we've been. And he's going to talk to Jack about it, wondering whether we should involve John or not.
Zachariah is going to feed on one of his herd members. And then...
That's no problem. Did I have you guys roll hunger for...
Good night.
I did. I had you
Elsa.
guys roll hunger for the new night last session, I remember.
Then every month you can
because we
buy
all
more
failed.
stuff for the campaigns
Yep.
we play. Yes, you can send me money through here and through Patreon if you support me on Patreon. Or you can cheer bits. We like cheer bits. Yes, and Zechariah will look at Schloff and I would prefer to wait for him. I know we are down one Laura. She is doing Laura things. So I would prefer to have 3 of us at least.
Fun fact, the presence of a John does not cancel out the lack of presence of a Laura for social
It
situations.
really doesn't.
It does not, but for combat situations, if needed, I'd rather have
Because
3.
without Laura, it's more likely to end in bloodshed. Better to have me there.
So be it. I don't want to text her. No, I want to text her.
All right. So, as you guys are discussing your plans and whether to do them with or without John, John does make it back to the manor in time, and he ends up coming through the front door. Where are you guys in the manor? Are you going to be like in one of the front drawing rooms? Are you going to be in the library, in Charles's office?
I would assume Zach is wherever he keeps his feeding things.
My food to play with.
I assume that they have actual quarters because we're not barbaric.
Jaws.
So some of us. I'm just gonna you beat me to. Yeah, so wherever Zach is, that's where Schloff would have gone to find him and talk to him about John. And they should probably then find John and see how he is.
You guys probably hear just the slamming of the front
Eat
door,
them.
followed by someone running upstairs, followed by another slamming of a door, followed by the sound of a shower starting.
What was that?
Sounds like.
Are you guys gonna
John
bother me
is
while I'm
home.
showering?
Let's go and Let's go dump some ice on him.
think we should leave John. If he's not come to us, then obviously he has the reason.
Do the old shampoo trick.
Put treacle in the bottle.
Is that a thing that people do to each other?
Mm-hmm.
I
Just
take
keep
it back.
adding
Humanity
shampoo on other
deserved to burn.
people's. Yeah.
Bloody hell, these cameras.
Okay, but yeah, your shower goes well. I mean, it's a shower. It's pretty good. How often do you take a shower these days as a kindred?
Oh, I thought you were asking me personally. I was like, that seems like
No.
a very personal question, Derek. It's lockdown. I haven't been outside in 2 months. I mean, let's not go.
So you smell like a bag
mean,
of
I'm-
dicks. What? No, what?
Asking character, but okay.
John probably takes like a military shower every day because he was trained to make sure that he doesn't get like a weird fungus on his nuts.
Good old 2-minute
But,
shower.
Pitch
Yeah,
nuts
just like
feet.
in and out.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Pits, nuts, and crack.
Pits, nuts, and feet.
So yeah, I get out. I'm walking around with just like the towel wrapped around my waist, like you'd.
Just don't care. Holy shit, I'm
Right, and
tired.
this is where you guys would probably find a John.
Oh, coffee. Coffee is life. Ooh, coffee is life, man. So, John, where were you last night, son?
And why do you smell so bad? And even after shower, you stink.
I followed that girl. Oh, my accent's gone all funny. It went all Scottish for a second. Derp, I haven't done this in a few weeks. Give me a second, chat. I'm just going to speak in my normal voice until I remember what this accent
That's
sounded like.
totally fine. It's all good. That was really funny. John having an identity crisis for just quite a few seconds there.
You diabolise guy, you end up Scottish. What can I say? No, I followed that Nosferatu. Didn't trust her. I think she's pretty mean. Fucked up looking too.
Did you eat her?
Did I what?
Eat her.
That's a weird question. You okay, Zach?
Well, you
You
know.
know that he was obsessed with playing with his food before he consumed.
Strange enough, though, that you ask, I did end up eating a different vampire in
Right.
underneath the city.
Are you gonna say that?
Just fucking casually.
Yeah.
Why?
Okay. Did you actually say that?
Yeah.
Oh dear. Fuck's sake.
And
I mean, I was really hungry, and this dude just came up to me, and I couldn't stop myself. I was full beat.
so Zach will cock his head and and you gave me shit, and then he'll just walk away.
John,
What's
I
up with
sincerely hope that you cleaned up this mess. Do you know what will happen if the Queen finds out?
No?
You, my friend, will meet the sun. Which part of do not get into trouble do you not understand?
John's just speechless, realizing that this thing that he did that he hadn't really thought too much about other than, that was pretty nice, is apparently a bigger deal than he had considered. He's just going to sort of silently, stunned, walk back to his room and get dressed.
As John's walking away, Schlaf repeats himself. Did you clear the mess up? Did you leave any trace?
John doesn't hear you. John's just like in oh shit.
Out of character, never mention to another kindred that you diabolise someone.
John didn't know that. John
Torpor
didn't
Thumper.
even know that vampires have to keep their word if they make
Thank
agreements.
you for the follow, and welcome.
Otherwise, he
to our
wouldn't have
stream.
followed that later.
John is a very young vampire, so
He's young, he's had no sire, and no one has actually bothered to sit him down for a Vampire 101.
Young, dumb, and full.
nobody's give him the kindred talk. Schloff goes to find Zach at this point to talk to him about the new information.
Zach's is not very happy.
This could be a problem, my friend.
It very well could, but you know, John, he's going to do John things, and he's not the smartest in the world.
You know what he's like when he gets hungry? He gets careless. He could have left multiple clues around to what he did.
That he could.
I do believe, unfortunately, we have to go to the sewer at some point and make sure that's he cleaned up. I know you do not like that place, but, well, he is one of us, and if he meets the death, you can almost guarantee that the Queen will blame us.
Agreed.
So, depending on how long that's been, John takes about 5 minutes to get dressed, and then he comes back out a little bit more
What? 3 girls, 1 keep? What the fuck?
So, even though Zach hates the place, the Doctor will suggest that they finish up what they started rather quickly, get this person, and head to the sewer.
Very well. I look at John and say, "Dumbass, will you take us to where you killed this kindred, please?"
For fuck's sake, right now. Let me get dressed again.
I think
Go
maybe
change out of my suit and put on some work clothes. I'm not gonna go take another suit into the sewer.
finish what we started first.
Just a. This is very unlikely, but just because I'd like to know, are you guys carrying weapons when you're going for this?
John
Doctor-
never goes without a pistol.
Okay.
The Doctor usually has his Enfield on him unless he's going to a social situation.
And Zach,
Alright.
Zach always has his pistol in his shoulder holster and his sword cane because, you know, he's a pimp.
All right. Easy peasy.
Lemon squeezy.
Continue. Just wanted to make a note.
Yeah, so I come out in just like work clothes, like, you know, a pair of scuffed up jeans and some crap boots. The stuff that I use when I'm like working on, when I'm hunting out with Fluffy.
So the Doctor's going to look over at Zach and ask him if he thinks we should finish what we started for our Tremere friend first, or if he thinks we should pay due attention straight away to John's problem.
What the bloody hell do you think? You heard what the Queen said.
I suppose you are right, and she's the most powerful. We do not want to be on her bad side any more than we already are. The Doctor will go upstairs, quickly change out of his fineries, and come back down in a black tracksuit, essentially, that he found on the corpses of one of his victims.
Do you have a big gold chain?
No, he doesn't. It's just comfy wear. And it looks less innocuous than a Victorian suit.
Please tell me it says vampire on the butt.
No, it says juicy on the butt.
Perfect.
Butt slut.
I didn't realize that I needed a bunch of vampire-themed tracksuits in my life, but now
So is Schlaf secretly Russian? You know Russians in their tracksuits.
Well, that was Armenian.
Here, there's a lot of Russians. Oh, they always wear tracksuits. Armenians.
Anyway, back to our vampire story.
I like James's house. It is gorgeous. His back. I don't know if it's his actual house or his background.
All right. So where are you guys going?
It is pretty nice.
So it seems it's the sewers.
I guess I'm leading the way.
All right, leading back to where you were.
Ebe is not coming with us either.
Why not?
Oh, I wonder.
Uh-huh.
Because she's loyal to Fiorenza still.
Was
Is
she
she not
around?
big on Diablerie then?
Did you? I'll be nice and say that Eve wasn't in the room.
No, like this never would have happened with her in the room.
Yeah,
Like,
we would not.
like Zach's
John doesn't
not
talk
stupid.
about anything with Eve in the room. I've numerous times stated that John neither trusts nor likes it.
He has.
Just resetting a couple of things here
Yeah.
for you guys.
Uh-huh.
It's a shame Laura's not coming. I bet she'd love the sewers.
Yeah,
Zachariah, you said you fed. Dr. Schloff, did you feed?
I did.
Cool.
Not on my people.
Was just
I got
resetting
where
some things.
I got my tracksuit from.
Fair enough. Okie dokie. So, as John leads you out of the manor and back to the sewers, he pulls open a manhole cover. Zachariah, this is the last place you probably ever wanted to be this evening. This is probably the last place you ever wanted to be, ever. And you guys descend into the lower catacombs and sewer systems of London. Now, moving through, John does eventually lead you back to where he met the young Victor. Victor.
Oh, I lead them back to where I left the corpse first.
Yes. Okay. So, when you lead him back to where the corpse, I need to do a thing real fast. This has been like 2 hours.
Man, I'm tired. Sorry for all the yawns. I didn't get much sleep last night.
Okay. It's still there. You do indeed find it.
Interesting.
So looking kind of like a scolded 5-year-old, just a little bit chagrined, I kind of just shuffle my feet and point at the corpse. Stand to the side.
Doctor was very much expecting to find a pile of ash. And is now even more confused than ever.
So, Dr. Schloff, give me intelligence plus occult. It says not difficulty 3. But I will let you re-roll. There you go. I meant I re-roll by spending willpower, just the 3 dice, but it's all
right.
good.
Sorry. I thought you meant to reroll the whole thing.
Yeah, just spend a willpower, or just mark off a willpower, and
Yep.
it'll be fine.
Man, I am tired.
It's whatever, that would have done the same thing. So, you know that as when a kindred is diabolized or killed in any way, when they meet the final death, their body only decomposes and turns to ash because of the age that they were. So, someone who is a kindred that's like 500 years old, yes, their body is going to basically disintegrate into dust. Now,
Because it should
with
be
this-
dust already.
Yes. With this body being here, like this, it's not... That means that it is not totally old. It just means he's not old.
The doctor's looking down at the corpse, then looking at John, and just like,
Quick question for you, Derek. Does that mean his body's basically now just like normal mortal remains of someone his
Pretty
age?
much. I mean,
So he's just
rapid
neat
state
now.
of decondition. Yeah.
if we brought his body into the sun, would it still disintegrate or not?
You know, I don't know the answer to that question.
Would my cat like to eat him?
Good question. I like it.
It's never too late to start training your cat to eat human flesh. Ralph.
I mean, it's like it's pretty decomposed. Like, it's not like dust status, but it's like decomposed.
I think Fluffy will still eat that.
We are well within the realm of, like, that body's gross.
If we had a dog would definitely eat that, because dogs are gross.
Fluffy might be a bit particular what he eats. Well, Zach, how are we going to get rid of this?
Look at John and be like, so John, how are we going to get rid of this? We could always put him on the train tracks and let him get cut in half.
Well, boss, can I use your cane?
For what?
You know what he wants to use it for, Zach.
I was gonna hack him up proper.
This cane is not really meant for hacking. It's meant for quick stabbing. It's not the sharpest in the world. Basically, like the edges, they're not. It's not really sharp. Like the point is sharp, but like not the sides. Like it's literally meant to just like go out and stab.
Well, I suppose we could just leave him here, couldn't we? I mean, he'll decompose. He's in a sewer. There's plenty of bacteria. I don't know what bacteria are. Scratch that. Reverse.
Yes, I understand. But if somebody were to come along and find him, things could go wrong.
I mean, they'd find a body in the London sewers. It's not like they ain't never found bodies in.
So, would anybody be able to tell that it's a kindred corpse?
That was my next
Things
question.
would still exist.
Fangs.
Even baby ones.
He doesn't
okay,
have
well,
baby ones.
I thought he was.
I'm gonna
thin
start
blood.
He's a full-on
stomping.
kindred.
Oh, I thought he was a thin blood. My bad.
No.
Ooh.
I'm gonna
Ooh.
stomp his head into paste and collect the teeth.
Okay.
Zach will look and say, very well.
Doctor will turn his head away. Everyone can see his juicy butt.
As this...
And
awkward. As
Schloff,
this
Schloff, why is your
business stuff.
Schloff, why does your clothes say butt slut on it?
Well, you know.
Did you get clothes from your lady? I forgot her name, by the way. And he never gave my voluptuous redhead a name either, I don't think. But that is neither here nor there. Yes, so he crushes in his head, sees some teeth, he collects the teeth. I am
So you have
satisfied.
destroyed the head of the body. Does that satisfy the rest of you?
I could.
Does it satisfy you guys?
It
Any of
could.
our kindred markers? Storyteller?
Hmm?
Are there any other kindred markers on the body?
Probably not. I mean, he's wearing clothes. You could check. But no, there aren't. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
Okay, so essentially it's just been a violent murder, and the corpse
Yes.
been hidden in the...
And his dental records have been removed, so he will not be identifiable. Not that John knows that that's why.
Well, now this little problem, as he says, problem he glares at John, has been dealt with. Let us go back to what Viva's doing. And Schlaf will inform John on the way back up to the main level of the city what they plan to do.
And you're still just leaving the body here. The rest.
Can we set it on fire?
I'm not touching fire.
Oh wait, we don't have any things for fire. Anyways, scratch that.
I mean, you could set it on fire.
I don't have
It's
any.
hard to get things to light in a sewer.
And I
Plus,
would.
there's methane gas. It could be very bad.
That was probably explosive gases.
And I wouldn't have had anything to make fire, anyways.
I'm not going through the minutia of explosive gas concentrations in the London sewers. Okay.
Are you telling me you aren't doing full liquid and gas modeling in this game, Derek?
God.
No, just curious. At this point, what's the parts per million methane content in the air around?
I have no idea.
It's too early. It's too early.
It's just a lot. But
I'm fine leaving the body there. I can't see what'll come from it, but I'm not that bright, so maybe you shouldn't listen.
Well, to the doctor, it just looks like a vicious murder and the body's being dumped and there's no ties back to...
Yes. With the head being caved in, it could also account for the lack of blood.
Yep. Oh, I know what. So, the doctor being kind of like a local drug baron, is going to take an empty syringe out of his kind of like baggie that he carries with him with supplies in. He's just going to stick it in like this area.
I do believe we will be moving on.
So the doctor's sticking a syringe in the body.
okay. What's your goal?
To make it look like it's gang warfare and nothing to do with us.
I do believe.
Oh, okay.
I do
You're
believe.
just putting a
I do believe. We are moving on.
Yeah, someone's got a red hand up.
I'm so sorry. Okay, I did not see that.
I'm just gonna hold my hand up, and that was me when Michael was going off on his spiel about concentration of gas.
Oh, okay. So that was about the concentration of gases. That was not about this.
I feel like there needs to be a third symbol for that. That's like instead, it's not like slow down or stop. It's like this is too high of a level of detail to be relevant.
We need. Alright, so I'll get to whoever. Or didn't John make this Medicare? I'll send him a picture of Michael and be like, "Can you add this in, please, just for me?" Oh, yeah. I'm on it today.
And then, okay, so that was a joke hand.
Yeah.
So we're okay.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're good. I was just making sure. Yeah, so, yes, you leave it there. If you assume that's good enough, you guys are free to leave. That's all up to you.
Yes.
Well, Zach, do you think there are any other ties that could lead back to Jean?
I don't see any, but I'm no doctor. That is your.
Well, it's not really my field of expertise, but the doctor's just going to do a quick search of the body to see if there's anything that could lead it back to us.
How are you searching the body? What are you using to search the body? Is this going to be like a medical search, or is this going to be like a just standard, I'm going to check the pockets?
This is going to be a bit of both. It's going to check the pockets and is going to look on the body to see if there's any things that identify it as not being kind.
Okay. As much as I'd like to just give you occult plus medicine here, because that seems really cool, it's going to be... This will be wits plus medicine. Oh, hold on, let me change difficulty. There we go. Yay! No, there is nothing that might be identifiable on the body. It seems that he was down here, doesn't really have much. Certainly doesn't carry an ID.
Anything in his pockets at all?
Nothing.
Well, it seems to me, Zach, that this guy just looks like a regular kind now. He had removed his fangs. It looks like he has been hit in the face with a pipe. His head exploded. And it also looks like he has been doing drugs. So, we are scot-free, I do believe the phrase is.
Yes.
Yeah, with the drugs, London police should probably be thanking us.
Schlaf just glares at Michael and turns away and starts walking back.
At least now that he looks like our dear John, and with that I will do a mic drop and turn around and walk away.
Alright. So, as you guys make your way back up to the sewer, back to the manor, what else are you doing this evening? Now that business is taken care of.
We need to go to, we need to do a bit of headhunting, so to speak.
I'll be looking at my cell phone, seeing if I had any phone calls. Since I did leave a dear actress my phone number.
You did.
Creep.
Hashtag sorry, not sorry.
You did not.
The police might have gotten one about the weird person who broke into a theater overnight and left some weird, creepy...
It is what it is.
Okay, so I do believe it is time we make our way back to the theatre. The doctor did book tickets for the show.
Mm-hmm.
He bought 3 seats together. As Laura declined the invitation.
Alright. Is John going to the show with them?
We should go home and change.
It's your choice. I could stay if you'd like.
We do need to go back so I can put on my other suit.
My other suit?
Yeah.
Let's make this the vampire episode with the most costume changes ever.
God.
Yeah, the doctor needs to look a bit less juicy.
Alright, fair enough. Yes, you guys make your way back to the manor.
Yeah, so the doctor's going to go back upstairs, put his Victorian finery back on, attach his brooch to his lapel, and come back downstairs, waiting for the others.
Yes, alrighty. And what are the other two of you doing / wearing?
Oh, he's since we're going to the theater, but it's not the good theater. He's just gonna put on like a standard black suit, like not the 3-piece or the tuxedo, just a normal black suit.
Quick shower, navy blue. No pinstripes.
Very showery today, John.
We did just go
Anyway.
back into the sewer, right?
Yes.
I would assume getting ready includes a shower, so we are all ready now.
And we'll go and look at my food seductively, if you will. But I will not feed on her.
Zach, stop playing with your food. We have time for that later. Remember, we have something to do. Well, that is assuming there is not already a police report filed.
Very well. And, yes, you'll see very well.
All right.
You sense sect.
How are you
See-
getting there?
Thank you for the
The
follow.
doctor would like to go in the car, but he would like John to drive. Ib can stay at home.
All right.
None of y'all like E. What the hell?
He's probably doing it because he wants to be able to speak freely.
You can speak freely. Nothing bad happens. It's fine.
When the storyteller says it's fine, it's generally not fine.
It's fine. So, are there any conversations on the car ride? Is there anything happening before we end up at this show this evening?
Schlaf is going to be chewing John's ear the whole journey there about what he's done and not to do it again. And if the Queen finds out, she's have all of us.
John will be tuning out the doctor about 20 seconds into being chewed out and putting all of his attention on the...
Okay. Zachariah.
Zachariah is zoning out, looking at his phone, and just bullshitting with the computer.
Do you really expect that woman to call you, Zach?
Shut up, John, or Schlaf. Shut up, Schlaf.
Well, that explains everything.
And there are no disguises or anything, right? You guys are just going just as you are.
Hey.
I mean, I suppose I
Okay.
could disguise myself like a cat, but that seems like that'd be counterproductive.
All right.
Well, he could disguise himself as a juicy female, but
Okay, so you guys eventually arrive at the London Double Theatre Company. The doors are open. There are people here. This is a larger theater than the Mortlake Theater. It's 330 seats as opposed to 150 seats. So there are considerably more people here.
It's going to be a hard sell.
well, maybe you're going to have to turn the charm on today, Zach. You seem to have a way with the ladies.
As opposed to any other day.
Droll, very droll.
Oh man, I'm fucking hungry.
And in strange fashion, you see the woman who you saw on the playbills, on the posters, on all of the things, walking through the parking lot towards the side door of the theater.
How far away is she?
50 feet?
And is she facing away from us?
Yes.
Is there anyone else looking at us or in our general direction?
I mean, there's people around.
Okay, so I won't do what I was going to do.
Zach, I have an idea. Come with me quickly.
Very well, and we'll go with Schlaf.
Turn that supernatural beauty of yours.
It's always on, darling.
And as all comes on, all eyes turn towards Zachariah.
Excuse me, my lady.
Okay.
Kind of throw it in his voice and to try and get her to look at Zach.
Just like 50 feet across.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's a little far. She's probably a little far away for all.
Well, I was assuming we'd be going towards her when I said, "Come with me, Doc." Doc. I mean,
Okay, yeah. So if you guys, if you're walking towards her, as Zachariah turns all on, and you guys begin to close the gap, are you running? Are you just trying to match pace?
Zachariah.
Or catch up with her?
Zachariah doesn't run.
Okay, well, I mean, do you want to catch up with her, essentially?
correct.
Okay, yeah. So, you guys do catch up with her, making a hasty stretch across the parking lot, no matter whether that's running or skipping or, I don't know, however you guys choose to move.
Oh, fuck.
To the loo, my darling.
And as you come up, she hears your footsteps, turns around, and her eyes catch with Zachariah as all is on. I have to get to my... Huh, I've never seen you before. Are you here to watch the show?
I am.
Interesting.
I just wanted to meet the star of the show.
Well, you've met me.
Yes, I just wanted to introduce myself. My name is Zachariah Tremaine. This is my associate, Dr. Albert Schloff.
Ah, the name's Sheena. Sheena McDarren, as you probably know, I suppose.
Absolutely.
It's a pleasure to meet your acquaintance.
Yes, well, I should be going, but, is there anything I can do for you?
Doctor turns his head and looks at Zach. Maybe you have a proposition for her, my friend?
So how well off are you here? Or how would I say it? Because he wasn't planning to do this. Now, how happy are you here with your current position?
Oh, I'm very happy here. I work here, you know, it's not really super paid, but this theater is one of the best ones in the area. It allows me to... I'll eventually get to West End. That's my dream.
Well, I happen to be friends with somebody, and I don't know the name of the other place, who runs that theater, and they are interested in having you potentially come and work for them. They will pay very handsomely.
It's more like theatre, Daria, by the way.
Yeah, what Shoff said. So we'll say yes, the Morthlake Theater. I am friends with Daria. We're asked to come and see you, potentially offer you a position over there. They do pay quite handsomely for your troubles.
No. I'm very happy here. This is where I like to be. Mortlake Theater can't offer me anything. It's a smaller venue. They don't put on the shows that I need to do.
But
nothing will get me exposure.
Have you heard the term? Fuck, I can't even think of the term now. Basically, where you go, you start off, and then you always go where the money is. Follow the money. Have you ever heard that term?
I've heard the phrase, I suppose. Look, there's not like a super amount of time, but we're almost at call.
If you would like to continue this, I won't stop you. I understand how busy young actresses like yourself are. If we can speak after the show, that would be lovely. And he'd like to just talk to her after the show.
If you can find me.
Very well.
So, she said if we can find her. The doctor would like to attempt to slip his bloodstone onto her possession.
Give me, as I find the right window here, if I am. This is not a great pool for you.
Oh dear.
Give me dexterity plus streetwise. Since you
Probably
don't
should have had
mercy.
me do that, man.
Caesar, what's going on?
2.
We're playing a vampire game today,
Yeah.
as we do every Wednesday morning. Ooh. Ooh.
Alright. So, where are you putting the bloodstone? She does have a handbag with her. You notice that the handbag is slightly open. There are some pockets as well.
Oh.
I will attempt to slip it into her hand.
Alright. And you do so without a hitch. Just coming
another-
forward, maybe laughing at one of the statements earlier. Just surreptitiously dropping this bloodstone into her handbag.
Getting ready for another damn WebEx
Nice
meeting.
to meet you, my lady. I very much look forward to seeing the show. And he bows and turns and walks.
John hasn't done anything up to now, but he does open the door for her and hold it.
Okay.
We'll talk later.
She
Mm,
nods
ready?
and thanks you.
Now go and break a leg.
Yeah. I plan to do so. And then turns, heads into the side door of the theater and disappears inside.
The doctor has never heard that phrase before, and he's wondering why Zach wants her to break a leg.
Oh, it's a term that people give the performers before they go on stage.
Why didn't you not just say good luck?
I could have said good luck, but it is not the same.
Are we sure there's no other way to find out who this, what a Welshman is? Or a Welsh lady.
Sils Pucci, thank you for the follow, and welcome to our vampire story for today.
Well, we have a deal, and Schlaff will explain to John that, again, that vampires do not break their word.
I understand that, but I feel pretty uncomfortable about what we do when he... I mean,
I feel pretty uncomfortable that you, well, you know what you did.
John almost punches him in the stomach, but doesn't.
Anyway, come on, we have a show to get to.
I'll follow him, biting my lip.
Mm.
Did we ever get XP? Oh, we do.
Alright.
Moving on.
So, you guys, we're just gonna do a couple hours of time skip here. I don't want to run through a full show scene.
I thought we prepared our parts and everything, Derek. Are we not doing the Tempest? Why did I spend
No.
all night memorizing the lines for the Tempest?
It's a musical this evening, not Shakespeare.
Musical version of the Tempest.
Okay, so side note, I've done it. It's not good.
Islands is brilliant.
Not good. Don't do it. Yeah, so the show goes off without a hitch. It's fantastic. they're doing great work over here. The leading lady was very, very good. Anyone with an eye for theater, anyone with an eye for acting, could definitely see that why Daria would want her at the Mortlick Theater Company and what she can offer.
Well, Zach, it seems this is exactly why she wants her. What a wonderful performance.
I do agree, and he is awed. Like, he is like... He really enjoyed it.
At this point, Shalaf will whisper into Zach's ear that he did indeed drop his bloodstone into her hand.
I saw this. Good job, Doctor.
Even John actually enjoyed the show, and he just mutters under his breath, "Such a shame."
John likes musicals?
No, but he just enjoyed her passion and what she brought to the role, and he just thinks it's a shame that she's going to be moved down to a smaller theater, never to progress and move ahead in show business probably after that point. It's a sad.
Unless she goes back.
Alright, so, as the show ends, you guys... I'm going to assume that you make your way forward for the kind of meet the cast moment. Sure. So, making your way forward from your seats, the two of you, Zachariah and Dr. Schloff, would definitely remember your way through here. It hasn't been that long. It was literally like the other night. So, you go to the double doors that were beside the stage that lead to the back hallway from the side door where she entered.
So Wheels.
And there the cast is lined up.
Thank you for the help.
You
and
see her.
welcome to
She
our
is about
vampire
midway
story.
through. Just in front of the greenhouse doors, so she's a little farther than halfway down.
And Zach will have all on, naturally. 'Cause
Of course.
That's what Zach does.
The entire theatre looking at you.
Yep, as all eyes are supernaturally drawn to Zachariah.
And now I only have eyes for one person.
Okay.
John's just taking a look around to see if there's anyone who's obviously not being affected by awe. Okay.
Ooh, that's a good question.
Oh, you can see me. That's right. No. There is no one that isn't being affected by awe.
Okay.
Well, Zachariah, it is your time to shine.
I'll wait till wait till everything's done. I'll try to make my way backstage, and then I would like to talk with her.
All right. So if you remember, there is no private dressing rooms or anything like that. This is like an equity community theater. This is the place where if you're AEA, you can still find work, and if you're a volunteer from the community, if you're doing community theater, you have the chance to work with Actors Equity actors, which is pretty cool. But yeah, it's still a smaller facility. It doesn't have dressing rooms for lead cast and things like that. So
Hang on a second.
no, you're good. We can actually go ahead and take a short break real fast.
Jesus Christ, time flies.
Yeah, I mean it's only 11, but so we're gonna break a little bit early. And
Here a bit.
Fred.
yeah, we can just. Yeah, we'll break a little bit early, and we'll come back 11:15. Is that good, Chad?
What's that?
Oh, I thought you had like a phone call or something you needed to take.
I did. It's fine.
Okay. Well, I mean, we can break if you need to.
Is this a good point in the story to break?
It's fine. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Cool.
So we are taking.
Yeah. Just let me know when you're back. We'll probably be on break at least 10 minutes, maybe a little bit more.
10 minutes. Okay. 10. Oh.
Where should we reviewing at 1:15?
Yes, quarter past.
We are taking
And then we'll
our
check.
break.
You got stream audio muted.
Not yet. Hang on.
Cool. Thank you.
And we are back. Nice break, I hope, for everyone.
I had tea and biscuits and chocolate.
Hey, we're back.
I had
Biscuit.
Coke.
Jeez, are you that tired?
A cola.
Oh, also, because I didn't do this at the beginning of the game, so for all of the new people that are tuning in, yes, we normally have 4 players in this coterie. That is why there is a sheep as Lara on the overlay here. Sheep had to got called into work today, so he was not able to be with us. But he should be back next week, hopefully. Sometimes these life things happen. Now, as we left off before our break, the show had just ended, and our coterie was trying to gain the trust / employment /
compel.
and yeah / provocation of one Sheena, who to go have her work at the Mortlake Theater to fulfill their end of the bargain for Daria. So what were you doing again, Zach?
Oh, that's me.
I'm just like...
Sorry, long day. Yeah, so Zach, he's going to, at least, if he can't find a way, I mean, most theaters are so, like, even if you have to climb up stairs, like, walk up onto the stage, like, there's a curtain. I don't know if that's how it is with this place or not.
Yeah. You guys are technically backstage, so did you not want to go through the double doors to, like, meet the cast?
I did. I wanted to talk to her. I thought that's what we were doing.
Yeah, that's what you did. I was just making sure because you mentioned the curtain and the theater and the stage. So generally, it's not like in this particular theater. It's not backstage. They stand in the line, the hallway that leads outwards. So like whenever you guys came in when it was empty, you came in through that same side door that everyone's leaving out through and that they're standing behind. So if you remember, there was the green room that was on your right, and then a little farther down on the left was the door to the backstage area. And if you turn left in there, there is dressing rooms and costume change areas there. There's also like the area when they're doing a backstage pit for musicals. And then directly to the right is the stage. So like the stage is right there.
Right. And Kefa, thank you for the raid with the Party of 14. Welcome everybody to our Vampire the Masquerade story. So yes, and welcome everybody. Thank you for the follow, La Verduga, and the host. I appreciate that. And yes, supports artists. So Zachariah, he will write down once again, write down name, number, and on a piece of paper, and like kind of wrap it up in a coin. As we were saying hi to all the guests and whatnot.
Okay.
Min-Max Minis, hello. Yes, we were playing Vampire
And
on
is
Fantasy
still on.
Grounds.
So as you're saying hi to the cast, everyone's super happy to see you. You eventually do come to a Sheena McDarren.
And
hey, how you doing? Did you enjoy the show?
we did. It was lovely. You did such a spectacular job tonight.
Yeah, I'm so glad to hear you say that. I'm just so happy that people come and enjoy my work. It's what I love to do.
I agree. I quite enjoyed it. Let's see how am I gonna do this. And I will like go to like like take your hand, like shake your hand, and put that coin in the paper.
I can see your mouth moving, but I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you forgot to your push to talk
Oh,
about.
so I'll like take that paper with the coin wrapped around it. Go to shake her hand, and slip that into there, and say, "I do hope we will talk again soon."
Maybe we will, and thank you. And she tries to palm it back to you.
Will not take it. I've already let go.
I thought she was
Okay.
an artist. Isn't she hungry?
I mean, she doesn't necessarily know there's money in it. She hasn't looked at it yet.
Oh. That's what Zachariah would do, and he will make his way out if she was the last one. If not, then we'll go to the next artist in line.
Yeah. She is not the last one. She's probably about maybe 6th person in from the door at least. So you do pass the other peoples. Do you guys do anything else with her? Or you just?
Well, we have a bloodstone on her.
You do. Yes.
Yes, that's why I wasn't too concerned.
All right. So you guys head out and once again make your way into the night air after seeing yet another show. You find yourselves in one of the more kind of nightlife areas of London at the very least.
Is the cast going out to party?
If they are, they haven't like made any notions that they are. Judging from theater scenes, probably. Though they might go out or something.
Well, Zach, let's not have a repeat of last time.
What was that, sir?
Let's not have a repeat of last time.
I agree. And look at dear John.
What happened last time?
I'm pretty sure Zach said what happened.
I did.
Oh, the home invasion.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
All
yeah.
right.
We shouldn't do that.
Yeah. So, do you make your way back to the car? Where are you going?
Yeah, I would say so. I don't know if is there a like a range on the stone or not.
On a bloodstone. Sort of blood over the giants make a ritual roll.
Stream for a bit the other day. Yeah, his streams are awesome. Once I get some money and can
It
afford
lasts
it,
for a week. Also, can you make me a ritual roll, please?
totally picking up one of his beholders that he did. Well, what I was meaning is like a range, like how far he has to be from it.
Oh, there is no range on it. It's just, can you do it?
Okay.
Just to double check. I'm going to assume that this is
That's
pretty
awesome.
much successful.
I will
Where do I do this?
totally pick
So a
up
ritual
or watch
roll.
it. Watch it
One
later.
second.
Once we're done
I have to
here.
grab the.
We'll be done in an hour and a half, and I have the rest of the day. I will
on
totally
that.
be
I don't
watching
play
it.
Tremere, so I have to double check. Intelligence plus blood sorcery, please. The difficulty is 2.
Okay.
Is he going to fail? Oh, he failed! No!
You're welcome to reroll. This would have happened a couple of nights ago, so we'll just assume that you re-rolled and got one more success, because getting it off of 4 dice is very easy.
Where it goes.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yay, he succeeded.
And I'll heal that willpower back, because this technically would happen another night.
Okay.
Because it takes 3 days to make a bloodstone, and at the end of the third night, you would make this ritual roll. And then on a success, the bloodstone is created properly, and on a failure, it's not. But your mind is now attuned to the bloodstone. You can sense its direction and distance.
Plastic. Alright, well, I'll put a hand on Zach's shoulder and just say, no worries, I've had this. I've got this. There is no range on this magic. We will know where she is for up to a
Excellent.
All right. So, what's the plan?
Well, we obviously... Out of character, I was kind of expecting Zach to compel.
No?
So what's Zach thinking?
Out of character, this is the most depressing thing we've done in this game. So,
How so?
just the thought of ruining this poor woman's career.
Well, we're kindred, we don't care about kind.
So Zechariah, he isn't going to forcibly make someone do something. He's going to go the other way, like that other direction, and try and convince. And then if he's unable to convince, then he's just going to compel her. Because you can't make somebody.
You're potentially the nicest venture I've ever met.
Oh, he's not very nice. He's
He just likes women and doesn't like do mean things. I mean, if this was like a man, he'd probably compel.
Yar.
So how does Zach plan to get her to our side then without using power?
Oh no, he's going to try and buy her off, and then because first and foremost he is a banker. He was in finance. So first and foremost, he's going to try and buy her off, and if that fails, then he will use powers.
Okay, so hanging around in the car for a while, do I get a sense of where she's heading?
Yeah, so she hasn't left yet. You would have seen her at your vantage point from the car. You probably would have parked somewhere that is kind of midway between the front entrance and the side door. This is my pen here. What's the other pen? You parked somewhere between the front entrance and the side door, so you would have had a good vantage point for both spots. I'll give you that much at least. She hasn't left yet. She's still in there, even from the sense of the bloodstone.
So we're just gonna sit around here all day.
Day, John, don't you mean night?
Day, night, whatever. You know what I mean.
Night is when it is dark. Light is when it is day. You should know this by now.
That was
That
in
is-
character, by the way.
That is the idea. Is to we find out where she's going, and Zach can approach her and try to convince her to join the Mortlake Theatre. He's a very persuasive man, both in mind and money.
And the body, don't forget.
Body.
So, I don't know about the other two, but the doctor's prepared to wait to find out where she's heading after she's finished in the theatre.
Okay, so your goal is just to follow her after she's done.
That's the doctor's idea. I don't know about the other two. Zach, do you have any more input?
No, I'm good with that.
As we're all sitting in the car, John just puts on BBC One.
All right. As the voice of the announcer and whoever is on right now fills the car. What is generally on BBC One?
Pop music.
Okay, cool.
Call me, maybe.
Yep, exactly. trying to avoid those.
Oh no.
So,
If we change the melody, is it right? Is it alright?
you...
If we're like, oh, Nam Gangnam Style.
No, it's the words that are the problem. But when it comes to her leaving, yeah, so maybe 30, 45 minutes after you guys get to the car, you finally feel that bloodstone start to move, and you do see her come out the door. She moves to a car in the parking lot. It's nothing special. It's pretty nondescript. Just a standard four-door sedan.
Is Zach going to attempt to get here, or is he going to want to follow her?
He's not gonna. Yeah, he's gonna give her some time. He's So.
She's taking too long. Why don't we just blow out her tires and then offer her a ride?
Might have been an idea actually, but in hindsight.
I mean, we don't have to
John,
go today. We could.
John,
we know what cars here is now.
Good idea. But it'd be great if you brought these ideas to the table before, boom. I do appreciate your input, John, but try to think faster.
John, I think. No, I'm not gonna say that.
Sorry, what?
What?
Ah!
Now, the car starts, and you see her begin to pull out of the parking lot. You can sense the bloodstone just fine. You sense it moving away in that direction. You get the sense that she's probably maybe 300 feet from you at this point. So, it's working.
I'd like to trail her at a respectable distance.
Alright. So, give me wits plus drive.
Uh-oh.
It's a good pool for him, actually. Yeah. So this is pretty straightforward for you. She is not a operative. She's an actor. She's an actress. She doesn't know how to drive or avoid tails, or even to recognize that she is being tailed. So yes, you easily, surreptitiously follow this woman. As you're doing so, she leads you through London to a smaller, nicer suburban district, and she leads you to a house. It doesn't look super fancy. It's nice. It's nice enough. It's very middle class. And greeting her at the door is another woman and two children. And they hug, the door shuts, and they go inside. You can see shadows moving around inside. It looks like they might be setting down for a late dinner, probably putting the kids to bed.
I think she lives with her sister.
Dear John, I don't think that is her sister.
Me neither, John.
Truculent enter.
Did they
Thank
appear
you for the
to be
follow.
like me? Do they appear to be babysitter, or does it appear to be like they're a couple?
Oh, they're a couple, yeah.
No, John, that is not her sister. Think about it for a moment.
Like a cousin?
John, let me spell it out for you. That is either her wife or her girlfriend.
Wife? Like two women? Is that thing you could do now?
It is. Don't be daft. It is. You could have done it back in our day too, albeit in secret.
Oh yeah, like under the table.
Yes. And now the humans have, how should you say, evolved a little bit.
Oh,
maybe
also, just a disclaimer here for the chat. So,
Yeah.
roleplay wise, these guys are not from this era. They're not from the 21st century at all. They're from 20th century. Times were a lot different.
We're from the 40s.
They know to be respectful as they have an LGBT storyteller. So
Yeah, we're from the 40s, man. I'm like, what? Whoa.
Yeah, we went to sleep in 1942, I believe.
42. Yeah.
Last time we were awake, women had just barely gotten to vote.
Hi.
Yep. Suffrage was the real thing at the time.
It was.
John, maybe it is time to enact your plan.
I mean, the whole plan was based off the idea that we'd be there to help give her a lift. But she's going to be at home all night and into the daytime. We're not going to stay out here in the car.
Maybe we can catch the next show and just coincidentally be around.
Well, I mean,
maybe
she's giving Zach plenty of attention, so I think it's going to be kind of suspicious if he's always everywhere she's going, yeah?
Well, I mean, an extra show. I mean, I can, always be a fan and attend multiple shows in a week.
Yeah, you're a right super fan, you is.
face is saying like, nope.
At a community theater level, that's a big ol' yikes right there.
Yeah.
Especially as well dressed up.
Yeah.
We get Laura to do it. Like, we know where she is. We know her car. We don't even need to be here. Laura can just... We set Laura here. She sees the car come in. She goes, gets a woman. I mean, we know she likes ladies, right? So, Laura?
Yes, and maybe she will also take the bait. I did give her 2 gold coins now. Maybe something will come of that as well.
Probably depends on if she owns that place, yeah? I mean, if she owns the place, she's pretty set. I mean, I don't know what a mortgage on a place like this these days is, but I suppose it's pretty high.
I'm surprised, John, that you know what a mortgage is, my friend.
So, are we
Not
going
that.
to be doing anything to a car or not?
Zach will not.
No.
But we know where she lives now.
Yeah, and I'll say you make a note of the address. Put it in.
We also
some
know
GPS.
what car she drives, which means we can identify it at a later date at the theater.
And license plate number.
All right.
I don't know what you're talking about. What license plate number? Is that the squiggly bit on the back?
Yes, John, will you write that down, please?
I'll make a note. So you have her address, license plate number.
And the last thing that Zachariah wants to do is have a repeat of Marie.
We've also got her goals, her sexual orientation. We can fill out a World Anvil NPC sheet for her now.
Maybe not. Actually, we probably could. But yes. Anything else for this evening? The shadows are still moving around. Probably within the hour, if you're staying here that long, you would see the lights that are inside begin to blink out one by one as the house settles down, and they settle down for the evening.
Just curious, Derek, is Kindred Vitae addictive?
No.
Okay, that's good.
Not unless you want it to be. Not unless that is a thing for your character. If you are a person, if you have that predator type where you feed from other kindreds, specifically feed from other kindred, it might be a little bit more quote-unquote addictive than what it would be for a normal kindred, but it has no addictive properties. Unless
Yeah, I remember that
you're
was the one you
blood
advised me not to take.
Yes, because it's really, really not good. I didn't want you playing hard mode. for Fall of London.
Turns out we did it anyway.
Yeah, you did.
Uh-huh.
Maybe we should go back to the manor then, and let us hope she takes Zach's bait.
Agreed.
Yep.
Are there any butchers that are open this time of night?
I'm sure you could find one.
I just want to pick up like a side of beef for Fluffy.
Oh, okay.
Every time Michael calls it Fluffy.
And
Well, come
Derek,
on, at some point you just got to give up, don't you?
and then
That was not where I thought that was going, and I was really horrified for him.
and then Derek's face.
So, storyteller, where did you think it was going?
Yeah, I'm really curious.
I don't know. That was a really dark place.
It's
Yeah,
not me.
yeah,
It's-
you could, a butcher, a supermarket, you could find something with a side of food for the kitty. That's no problem. No way home. No way.
So we'll say we'll pick a steak up and go back.
A steak? No way. More like a full-on brisket. This is a big cat, yeah.
It's a big old cat.
It's a kitty.
Yes.
1 second.
So back to the manor.
I'll be muted. I can still hear you guys.
Okay.
On the ride back, I'm gonna start just talking to the doctor about the sewer and whether or not the fact that I found that vampire in the sewer is any way connected to the fact that we're going to be looking higher in the sewers.
Yes, this could be a problem. He could be related to the Nosferatu we need to find. Richard, I do believe his name was.
I mean, he could be, but he wasn't all fucked up looking, was he? He looked like a right nice guy.
Derek, what clan was he?
Do you remember what clan he was, John?
I don't remember you telling me.
I told you the disciplines he had access to.
Oh yeah, potence, auspex, and celerity. I think were the ones you told me.
Presence, aspect, celerity.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Which is what clan?
Malkavian?
Mm-mm. Malkavians get obfuscate. He is a Toreador.
Oh yeah, fuck those guys.
Yeah.
Sorry, she.
Quite unlikely Toreador would spend much time in the sewers.
Which even, I mean, that begs the question even more. What was he doing there? I mean, I don't expect Toreador to be hunting sewer trash, do you?
Very unlikely.
Well, what were you doing down there?
Oh, well, I followed that Daria lady, and I didn't quite get home at time, so I thought, hey, sewer's better than death, yeah?
Well, maybe that's what he was thinking as well, yeah?
I don't know, he didn't look like he was there on accident.
Maybe he was waiting for you.
Fucking bad luck for him then, eh?
Yeah. And John, you do sound better today. It sounds like your voice isn't raspy anymore. Or Scottish.
Oh yeah, Scottish face, don't know why, but you know, sometimes it happens.
So I guess food and then back to the manor.
Yep.
Think of the children. The children! The children!
What's the plan?
Has anyone, as you guys make your way back to the manor, just some storyteller questions. Has anyone let Charles know the goings-on of John?
I think that's probably not a good idea.
I don't think there's been any time. We literally came back from the sewer and then just went immediately out.
Probably the doctor, when one-on-one with Charles, probably would mention it due to the loyalty to him.
Just good to know.
As Albert is loyal to a fault to Charles, and he'd be quite concerned about what the ramifications could be, and maybe Charles could help, as he is quite influential.
Decently so, yes. Okay, cool. So what are you guys doing for the rest of the evening?
Sorry, I keep looking down my phone. Just dealing.
You forgot your push to talk button again, Chad.
Dealing with something. No, I was talking to stream because I was just telling him I just keep looking at my phone and apologize for that. Just you know why. So Zachariah, yeah, he will go back if we get back to the house. He's going to look around on onto the interwebs. I do believe it's called Google. And he's going to try and see if there's any, like, look at some obituaries, if you will, for what happened, like, night 2 or night 3, if you remember, and see if anything has popped up yet.
Was that the home invasion?
Obituary.
It was not the home invasion.
No obits.
Who died night 2?
No nothing.
Secrets.
I don't know.
Soon, TM. Trademarked soon. But yeah, no obituaries, no nothing, no news stories, no trace.
I would assume this time then is probably a time the doctor would go take a shower and go and knock on Charles's study to have a word with him.
All right.
He's quite concerned and worried, and he's seeking advice.
Zach will go down to where his lady is, and we'll go and say and knock on her door and say hello. But we can do a black scene to that one.
Okay. Yeah. So we'll fade to black for Zachariah and his feeding practices, and
John will get into a big cuddle puddle with Senor Fluff, and probably want to fade to black because that's gonna be really comfortable.
Okay. Oh, okay.
sleepy time.
Are you gonna brush his hair? Or her
Obviously.
hair? Or her hair.
He's going to groom
I
him
got
with
one
his
of
tongue.
those big industrial cat brushes. It's like a normal cat brush, but it's like the size of your head.
And here's me thinking, this is how you groom Fluffy.
So, my question is the shower before or after you meet Charles?
Oh, definitely.
Okay, cool. So, after getting out of his shower, I'm going to assume, because I think Dr. Schloss's aesthetic is like robe and scotch and
Very much so.
someone draped on a grand piano for no reason at all.
So he's like a TV surgeon.
Essentially, yeah. And then, so Dr. Schloff ends up knocking on the door to Charles's, right?
I'm good. Yeah.
You hear a voice telling you to come in from.
And I walk in
He's
and
dealing
make
with
sure
some
the
real
door
life
is
shit right
next
now.
behind me.
Yeah. As you close the door behind you, you see Charles sitting up. He's doing some work, doing some paperwork. Yes. What can I do for you?
May I have a seat, please?
Of course. What's wrong? What happened?
We need to talk about something, and I need to seek your advice.
He looks concerned. It's the look that says, keep talking.
Well, you know our gang girlfriend?
John, the feisty one with the big cat who keeps all the livestock on my grounds.
Yes,
that
one. Well, I don't quite know how to say this, but he is completely drained and of a kindred.
He what?
He has committed the act of diablerie.
Oh, he told him. Oh. Ah.
Well, this is development.
I come to you seeking not to make him a pariah, but to seek advice. As I have previously told you, we are already not in the prince's favor.
Well, Metrovia first and Camarilla second.
Indeed, yes.
But one cannot feed upon one's own kind. Goes against the very laws of society.
I'm fully aware of this. I also...
So there's nothing to discuss. Turn him over to the Camarilla, let him be tried and convicted and put to the blood hunt and the final death as anyone else who would commit diablerie.
But he is one of us, Charles. He is part of the Heralds. And he has not had a sire. He has not been taught properly the qualms of our culture. I would like to help him. And
Ignorance is no excuse in the world of Camarilla.
I do understand this, but I do not think he needs to be punished for something he was not aware of. And being as close as we are, I was hoping maybe you could do something to help.
What would you have me do? This isn't a normal request.
I understand this, but well, maybe I don't know. Maybe I need to have the information not spread. We have. It turns out it was of Clan Toreador, and we have been back to where it happened. It happened in the sewer. It appears that, although not one of these day-walking creatures, the creature did have very small fangs and did not dissipate into a pile of ash. So John, when we went back, he stood on the creature's head, took out its fangs, and it does appear like it does appear to just be a violent gang murder.
You're a Tremere.
Indeed.
You know the body isn't necessary for discerning if someone is a Diablerist.
Well, we made sure to get rid of all the blood. Oh, there was no blood left. It looks like he has been gone. I investigated the body. There is no stain, no trace of blood.
You know the blood isn't necessary either.
I do indeed.
Basically, if we go in front of the prince,
So I don't know.
Not necessarily. It does take a special power. It does take Scry the Soul, which is level 3 Auspex. So
Yeah, and that sees that there's another living within you.
yeah, but essentially, since the unseen might be able to sense an aura, and if you can see the aura, you can see the black lines in the aura, which means you're a Diablerist. But that's specifically laid out in Scry the Soul, so I'll leave it to Scry the Soul for this particular Herodical.
So essentially, I do not know quite sure what I'm asking you, but it is on my mind, and I needed to talk to somebody about it. I don't know what I'm asking you, to be honest.
I cannot help in this matter.
Sit well with me.
I cannot help him. There's no way I can shield him. That's putting my neck on the line.
Yes, I would never ask you for such a thing. I guess maybe I'm looking more for comfort for myself.
You have nothing to fear, you're fine.
Well, what worries me is the fact that the Queen is not happy with us already for certain things that have gone down that we have already discussed. And I just, by proxy, I do not wish to be held responsible.
Fair enough.
If necessary, I have the resources, the means, and a way to get you out if things turn south.
Thank you. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that.
I can't necessarily promise the same for your friends, but if you
Yes.
bring them along, I won't say no.
Yes, thank you. So at this point, the doctor uneasily stands up, excuses himself, and walks out of Charles' office.
Alright.
So our character is not trying to narc on John, he's trying to put it at rest in his mind as he's really struggling with it. And he was hoping to get John in case the Queen found out.
I mean, don't eat other people.
Just because I put everybody's lives in danger. I mean,
So yes, the doctor was
His facial
not
features.
trying to be a traitor. The doctor was trying to see if Charles could organise an out for John if John was to be caught.
Yeah, he can organize an out for you. You would... I'm gonna just go ahead and say that, like, Charles being your sire, you would kind of know some of his contacts here. The contacts that he is specifically talking about are in Chicago. He could basically get you to Chicago if necessary.
Good. So we have an out.
Which you would know is also another, at this point, you would know this, is another Cameralisticity. It is, but it's a little more contested than London is.
So if shit goes down, we've got a safe place for John.
Yes.
Yes. Good. I'm glad that was the intention. But for now, the doctor will keep this information to himself until shit actually does go down. Because John will probably think that he's ratted him and be very pissed off.
yep, for sure.
Anything else this evening, or just cuddle piles of various types?
Oh, Zach isn't cuddling, by the way.
It's a cuddle pile of various types, and that's how this game of vampire goes.
I always wonder because if he's doing more than cuddling, doesn't he have to do a rouse check?
Technically, yes. Since his humanity is 6, it's one of those, like, it's essentially like a subterfuge test. But we're not going there.
When your self-esteem is so off that you have to do subterfuge with your own herd.
He is he has high confidence and high self-esteem. He thinks very highly of himself, if you will.
Yeah, so, like, that's the place we won't necessarily go. So, I need, as the sun once again makes its way up in the sky, the 3 of you fall once again into your day sleep. A myriad of things on each of your minds, I'm sure.
John's head is completely empty.
Some things never change. And
Everyone's exclamation point, shut up, James.
as the sun makes its way across, people go about their day. There is nothing untoward happening.
Shut up, Chad's Tavern.
As night
Chad's
falls, and you guys wake up, I need you to go ahead and give me rouse checks, please. We got 2 successes and a failure. Zachariah, you hear this same Valley Girl voice. Why don't you ever let me come out and play?
Shut up, Callie.
And then, as you check your phone, I'm assuming you're checking your phone as you wake up.
Yes.
As you check your phone, you see that there is one voicemail from a phone number that you don't know.
Well, first, I will satiate my hunger, since I'm assuming the lady is sitting right next, or laying next to me.
Yeah, she's there.
And yeah, I'm going to quickly feed off of her, and we'll lick that wound closed, and then we'll check the voicemail.
Okay, yeah, as you check the voicemail, it is a voicemail from one Sheena. She thanks you for the money that you put in there for the gold piece, says that she can't possibly accept it, and ask why. Essentially, ask you to give her a call back at some point.
Okay.
See, it's easier if you just go there. It's very strange, though.
Well, once the rest of the coterie have disentangled themselves from whatever they are possibly doing, then he will play voicemail for them and let them know.
John is drawing or talking over with some people he knows about getting resources to build a postern.
Precise is
an
ick.
entry point into the sewer.
Thank you for the follow, and welcome to our vampire story.
For, like, emergencies.
Yeah, and that's not too much of a problem. And anything else?
The doctor had quite a restless sleep, and is going to get up and not look great.
Not
Okay.
So you're gonna look like you. Love you, James.
Wow.
I'm on something else today. I apologize.
Yeah, you told us Coke, right?
A cola.
All right. So, what is the plan for this evening?
I would assume that Zach is going to get in touch with she.
Yeah, play the voicemail for them. See what they want to do, and then I could always call her back.
The doctor's still quite confused why he didn't just compel her to do it. I know how to kind of annoying character.
Haven't you ever heard of the term long con, dear Schluff?
Unicorns, Zachariah.
I know you are a procurer of illicit items. I'm sure you have heard the term long con before.
Yes, very much so. So, ring her, and as you do, should be a button that kind of looks like a speaker, and you press that, and then we all can hear.
Yes, obviously I already did this since you all heard the voicemail. I am not like John. I know how to use technology a little bit. I am, once again, a banker.
Which begs the question, would John understand that since it's on speaker and we can all hear her, that she can also hear all of us?
Not through a voicemail like you would know.
Fear the beard.
They haven't made the actual phone call yet, but once they do, yes, that would make
Intelligence
sense.
1, man. That's all I'm saying. Intelligence 1.
Well, what are you waiting for? Come on, Zach.
So he will give her a call.
All right. So, giving her a call, the phone rings once, twice, 3 times, and on the third, it is picked up, and you once again hear the voice of Sheena. Hello?
Good evening, Sheena.
Yes, look, thank you again, but, why do you want me to come work for the Mortlake? Why?
Oh, I am dear friends with Daria, and she would very much like you to have to perform at her theater, and will pay quite handsomely for your talents. As you know, Mortlake isn't the greatest in the world, but it is up and coming, and she would like someone such as yourself to possibly go and work there. Once again, she will pay quite handsomely, as you have already seen.
I've been approached by them before. They don't have the money or the funds to pay me.
As you can see, though, you do have you did get some payment last night. You see what's if you have gone to appraise those coins, how much they are possibly worth.
Look, I thank you, but I can't throw away my career to something. If you would like the coins back, if you'd like the money back, I'm happy to give it to you, but I can't throw this away. I have a family to think about.
But you won't be throwing your career away. You would be making more money. As they say, follow the money.
I've already told you, the Mortlake can't pay me.
But I can.
It's a small theater. Well, if you're going to pay me, that's a completely different story.
Yes, I would, of course, happily pay you. Like I said, I do like your talents, and I do have a bit of a stake in the Mortlake Theater, and, you know, more like a silent benefactor, if you will, and someone as your talents is needed there greatly.
All right. Give me manipulation persuasion, please.
Okay.
This is 5 dice.
Manipulation, persuasion.
It's who?
It's a 3.
Ooh. Success.
Success. All right. One condition.
Very well.
I finish my current run of the show, and then I will continue at the Mortlake Theater.
I do deem that quite agreeable.
All right.
And when is the end, the run of your show ending?
It's about 2 weeks from now. 3 weeks.
Very well. I do find that agreeable.
All right. Well, I guess I'll be seeing you then.
Yes, ma'am. I am quite looking forward to working with you.
All right, and the phone hangs up.
And then I will say, did any of you lot get Daria's number?
I think it's best I don't interact with Dory again. She didn't seem to like me following me last time.
Well, you can stay at home with Fluffy, Valsamy, and Zach. Go and inform her of this wonderful news.
Are you going to pay her, boss?
What do you think?
Well, you said you were.
Give her a little bit of payments. We get what we want. And then that is it.
So you're just going to leave another kid without parents, yeah?
Well, no. If you notice, once our ends are fulfilled, that is all that matters. We get what we want, and we get what we want. You didn't actually think I was that gullible, did you?
The whole thing doesn't sit very well with John. He's going to go hang out with Fluffy.
Okay.
Yeah, this doesn't sit overly well with the Doctor either. Even though it's to a kind, Zack did promise his word.
Well, I mean, he is going to give her some money, but he's not going to like pay her like forever. Like he'd give her some coins, enough to maybe a year's wage, like right up front.
The Doctor thinks that Zack needs to get a contract.
It's as long as we get what we want, or essentially, as long as Zachariah gets what he wants.
A man's word is his entire essence, Zachariah.
You do know that I'm a banker, yes?
Yes, and I know you have enough money to comfortably help that woman until the end of her mortal life.
Of course I do. But who is that to say? Who's to say that I go and pay her, and then the next day she is run over by a trolley?
That is very dark, Zachariah. Very dark.
Also, you don't go pay for people who've been run over by a trolley, so it doesn't really make sense. I'm not even there. I'm hugging my cat.
So I would. I guess we can go and talk to Daria. Yeah, because I don't think any of us actually got her number.
I mean, I can just say she gave it to you. It would make sense. I'll save you the gas and the trip.
Very well. Yeah. So next phone call would be to Daria.
All right. Yeah, she answers. But she doesn't answer in a phone call. She answers in a text message.
Of course. Of course she does. So I will text her, and you say these were Razor phones?
Do what?
Did you say this was a Razor phone?
Yeah, it's T9.
T9. Yeah, so Zachariah's going to like, and will eventually let her know what the deal he made with Shireen. I think her name was Shireen.
Watching
Sheena.
John trying to write.
I just have a hard time believing that Zach wouldn't have upgraded to an iPhone by now.
I haven't gone there yet. He will.
At some point.
At some point, yes.
So, so you get a text back after a few moments later that says, "Wonderful," and she gives you
Shut up, Barry.
an address.
Okay.
Excellent.
LD. I'll have you know that Razor phones were the shit back in the day.
1 second.
And this is the address of Gwen, I do believe.
It is an address. Are you checking the address?
We can look it up on Google Map.
All right. So, looking up the address on Google Maps, you find that this is the address to the British Museum.
He will text you back and say, "This leads to the British Museum." That's where the item is held.
The reply text is, "She's there. You'll find her." And then heart emoji, heart emoji.
And what does she look like, or will she find us?
A few moments later, there is a response. And she gives you the description of Arwen. which is short, stocky, dark red hair, hazel eyes.
All right.
Uh-oh, she's a ginger. Watch out.
Not Zachariah's type.
You don't like those crew cut girls.
Short, stocky. Yeah, so we'll tell the doctor and ask if we should go and find Tearaway John from petting his kitty.
Yeah.
Well, we have what we need.
No, this one is not a buxom ginger. The buxom
Alright,
ginger
alright, what
is
is
currently in my
our
bed.
What time is it?
You guys just woke up. It's been maybe 30 minutes. 35.
Oh,
What's
this
the
is
opening
time.
hours for the British Museum, eh? Is it closed? Is it open? We walking in there? We breaking in there?
It's closed right now.
Let me get some kit.
Is it going to be open at any point whilst we're awake?
No.
And so did Daria indicate that Gwen will be there after hours?
No, she did not.
It's going to be difficult to find her then.
I'll text her again. Like, is she there now?
Well, we don't have to go today. We could get maybe one of the Zach, maybe one of your hood could go there in the daytime, get a lay of the land, see if they get any more information. We could give them one of them phones with the cameras on them. Can take us some photo.
We do also have quite a few ghouls at our dispense.
Well, yeah, that too. But yeah, we could get some intel first, and then we could look at maybe breaking in tomorrow night. Yeah. Imagine security at a museum can't be that good, right? I mean, there's nothing really valuable in it.
The doctor's a little bit discerned at John's idea of breaking into a museum.
I mean, it's John, though.
Out of character, I'm pretty sure the security at the British Museum is extremely tight.
Probably.
Given that they house, artifacts from all over the world.
So we need to get to Gwen, but obviously Gwen is kindred, right?
Yes.
So she's obviously not going to be there during the daytime.
Unless a raven's underneath it, it might be. It's not actually a museum. It might be she's got a haven in the same general area.
That could
Very well
happen.
be. But Daria did tell us we'll find her at the museum.
She did. There might be a tunnels underneath the museum, like John just said.
Mm-hmm. Very well could be.
We could always
I could take
ask,
Fluffy out tonight. We could go scatter sewers in that area. Maybe
Yeah.
see what we can find.
and could always ask her, ask Daria if the person we are looking for is kindred or not.
Would we already know that information?
Yes. Yes. The person you are looking for is a kindred.
So-
So if you are trying to find someone with one of these artifacts, odds are that they are definitely.
Yep.
So if she's going to
Well-
be at the bloody museum, then odds
She
are.
might just be a history fire who likes to, visit after hours. But either way, we need a way in, and we can't very well go through the front door.
Well, let's go to the museum and have a look. Perhaps Daria has a phone number for this Gwen.
I'll text her.
I mean, I remember last time we called someone before we were heading out there, tell them we were looking for an artifact, and that didn't go super well. So maybe we should make this one a bit more surprising, yeah?
Well, maybe you won't be so gung-ho, if you will.
Gung-hoic?
Uh-huh.
Is that some Canadian thing?
Gung-ho.
So, would Daria have a phone number for her, Derek?
Yes.
Well, that seems to be the way to go.
As you text Daria for the phone number, though, she does not respond. She doesn't give it to you.
That's a bit...
I mean, to expect that easy. It is Derek, after all.
And,
Well, after the
Like, I've been watching
Alright.
the telly a bit, and I've seen like I've got movies, and sometimes in the movies, someone if they're going to break in a place, they go down like the records place or whatever, and they get a blueprints and stuff. Can we do that? Is that a thing we could do?
It might be.
I mean, it's in movies, but I don't really know if the movies are very good. I mean, they're better than the movies we used to watch. Remember that shit?
Mm-hmm. Except Call from the Wind, or Call from the Wind. What the fuck did I just say?
On with the wind.
Gone with the Wind.
the wind.
Don't know nothing about birth and no babies.
I was thinking of Call from the Call of the Wild and then Gone with the Wind at the same time.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, so, yeah, she doesn't text you back with a phone number, but, yes, that is a thing you could do. You could find blueprints for the building. I'll let you do that through either some contacts or something like that, if you wanted to.
Yes, please. I'll call up some people and see if they can get me some blueprints and specifically security. Any details about the security at the British Museum?
Especially if there's anything underneath the museum.
That's all Ralph.
They tell you that it might take him a few days to do it.
It's alright, we got time.
Alright. And while you're doing this, about 45 minutes after, you text a Daria asking for the phone number for Arwen. Zachariah, you get a text from a number you don't recognize. It's actually unknown number. And it tells you to go to the alley outside the meatpacking plant to discuss the items that you seek.
I'll tell the lads.
That seems a little bit too easy. If we go, we should very much be on our guard.
Sounds like a trap to me, but then again, I always think things are traps, don't I?
And I know you guys don't very much care for her, but I would suggest bringing Ebe.
Well, I suppose.
Since
Isn't she just kind now?
since dear Laura isn't feeling too good, Ebe might do in a pinch.
I mean, she's kind, right?
She is, but
What's she gonna do if shit gets tough?
I'm sure she
Die?
Can, I'm sure.
Die in a heap?
I'm sure she can handle herself. If anything, she could always just be our driver, and if we need to battle whilst driving, she can drive and you can shoot.
I like shooting, no doubt. That's true.
But I would suggest we would bring Ebe and let her drive, and then we can go. If it is a trap, it'd be better to have 3.5 than just 3.
I agree, that is a good idea. Even if it just frees Jen up from driving.
Talon True Rav, thank you for the follow and welcome to our vampire story for the evening. Plus, I like Ebe.
All right, give me one moment here while I double check some things.
And we'll also tell John maybe we should bring a little bit of better firepower, if you will. Bring out the big guns, just in case. I like to be safe than sorry.
If you want me to, I can post up on a roof across the street with sniper rifle.
That would be a good idea, actually. And if I guess I would give him a signal, like if shit gets too bad, like I'll raise up my hand or some shit like that.
Yeah, go start packing up a sniper rifle, combat shotgun, and keep my pistol on me. Load the other things in the car.
All right.
And I bring Fluffy this time. She gonna watch my back on the roof.
Okay. Done and done. And do you guys go?
Of course.
Oui, madame.
We'll give
right.
give Ebe the address.
And
All right,
we ask her to drop me off around the corner, so I can make my way up onto the roof.
And
then I'll text Zach when I'm in position.
okay, and then we can go around the corner and down the alleyway.
All right, you do so. You find a decent vantage point. It's not great. It's really not great. This is a more built-up area. It's very industrial. That is the way it definitely is.
Can I take a little bit more time to look for a better vantage point?
Sure. Give me wits. This is going to be strange. Give me wits streetwise. Not super strange, but just looking for a vantage point here. Yeah. So, yeah, you find a better vantage point. It's still hard. These are still going to be difficult shots, but it's a little better than it was. You can see
take it.
a bit more of the alley here. It's a little better.
So I get the tripod set up. I strap the combat shotgun to my back in case I need to jump off the roof. And I scroll on my phone until I find the thing that looks like 3 poop emojis. I hit that. And that should be calling Zach.
Oh, you're calling me. So he answers, yes, darling.
I'm here. And then I hang up.
How rude. And we'll ask Ape to drive us around the corner to our meeting place.
Okay. So, as you guys arrive, you come through this alleyway into the kind of parking lot for this meat plant. So, I need...
Derek, one question. Once I had the tripod set up, I would have had eyes on the area. Is anyone already in the area?
Give me what's awareness.
Ooh.
And I've got my beast eyes on.
No. You do not see anyone in the area.
At a 4?
Oogie dook.
Jesus. Is it Ebe? It is Ebe.
So, I need John, Ebe. I really just need John and... Or not John, sorry. Zachariah and Dr. Schloff to give me wits plus awareness rolls. Difficulty 4, please.
Okay.
I'll reroll that.
Okay.
Balls.
Balls. Alright. Dr. Schloff, we're going to have you gain a hunger for that messy critical, and you'll see why in a second.
Okay.
And now let's hope that this doesn't do crazy things. Because I did a thing. Well, bam. No script errors?
I don't see anything.
Any script errors?
No.
No?
Yes. Wonderful. Okay.
TikTok
Cool.
gang.
So-
welcome to the stream and thank you for the follow.
Was that code for open the combat tracker?
Not necessarily. So, as this happens, Dr. Schloff, you see this coming from out of the alley. You see 4 dudes who have met you here, and they come out and try and attack. So, what's happening?
Is Zach seeing this?
So they're not going to talk to us or anything. They're just going to automatically attack.
They sure are.
That doesn't make.
As soon as I see hostile movement, I'm starting to take shots.
Yeah, so that doesn't make sense. So yeah, if Zach sees it, I mean, fuck him. Let's do it. Bare my fangs, and say fuck you then.
All right, so these guys are going to try and do some brawling here. Why is this a regular SPC sheet? No. I grabbed the wrong gangster. Give me a second. You know, I had that set up and everything. I need that one.
That one got errors.
I blame abbreviated SPCs. Cool. There's 4 of these guys, so I'm just going to bump their health track up, and we'll just count it as 1.
That's to the
they
tune
will-
of Gangster's Paradise, by the way.
Yeah, and they will all act on the same initiative. So, these gangsters are going to come out. So you're taking a shot, John.
Yep. First head I see, I'm going to try and pop it like a balloon.
All right, John's taking a shot at these mortals down here. I need composure plus firearms from you. Zachariah, what are you doing?
I mean, if they're gonna,
Difficulty 4?
No, it's opposed.
Ooh, I'll spend a will.
That's fine.
yeah, I'll use mesmerize and tell them to stop.
All right. Mesmerize and tell them to stop. On which one? There are 4 of them.
Whichever one. I mean, pick one.
Okay. So picking one, mesmerize and telling him to stop. Can you make that roll for me that is outlined in mesmerize?
Yes. Let's see. He is ready. I do believe. Do I need to rouse?
Yes. Rouse check for mesmerize. Failure. As you hear this same self-same voice once again. Oh, just eat him, please. I'm hungry.
Shut up, Callie.
And manipulation plus dominate, please.
Yep. Where's it coming? As soon as I can
And then I
fucking
just
find
basically
it.
roll his mental
Where's this?
stats
Where the
here,
fuck's dominate?
which isn't
Oh.
good, so
Jesus. Duh.
bam.
And manipulate. There we go. 3 success.
All right, 3 successes there. We'll resolve in just a second. One of the ghouls is going to go after you, Dr. Schloff, and he's going to try and...
They're all ghouls, are they?
not necessarily. These guys are actually mortals. He's going to try and hit you and grab you with just one success. What is Dr. Schloff doing?
He will attempt to dodge out of the way, and as this guy is going past him, attempt to sink his fangs into his.
All right. So to make a bite attack, I need you to make strength plus brawl.
That's a terrible pull for me, by the way.
Yep.
He doesn't care.
I mean, I do, but I'm sorry, but that's just what it is.
Oh.
No. All right. So.
Wait a minute.
I
And
don't think you can re-roll it because it's a hunger die.
Yeah. And then the other gangsters in the back are going to pull out some firearms, and they're also going to shoot. Bam. 2. All right. So, couple of resolutions here. So, the gangster that you shot at, John, as you go down the sights, as that bullet leaves the chamber, it flies right forward and impacts directly in his head. This man drops just at the same moment as Zachariah tells one of the other mortals here to stop. As bullets whiz by, Dr. Schloff, you end up not quite grabbing this guy and getting grabbed yourself. He pulls your hands behind your back as these bullets just miss you. And next round. What's happening?
Well, I'm gonna have to do a quick reload because it's a bolt action sniper. I don't know how long that'll take. With celerity, can I do that really quick?
It's a minor action. You're fine.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna take a shot at the. Can I see the leg of the guy who's holding Dr. Schloff?
It would be a very, very, very tough shot.
Is he any other part of him more exposed?
Not quite.
Well, Dr. Schloff can heal. I'm just going to take a shot through Dr. Schloff into the guy. Because he's mortal, and Schloff isn't. Schloff will be fine.
All right.
I mean, I'm just... My logic, John's logic is he doesn't know that he's not about to stake Schloff.
Fair enough. All right. So give me composure firearms again.
Just curious, why is it composure instead of dexterity?
Dexterity is for like a quick draw situation. So like if you are, yeah, composure. If you're actually like leveling a gun, holding it steady, that's composure. 3. All right. So
I
have
am
that.
trying to avoid any like really painful points on Schloff.
It's
But
your kindred.
it's just
Fucking goddamn it.
It depends on what Dr. Schloff does. Dr. Schloff, what you doing?
Oop. He fucks all the cameras up.
Sorry, I was trying to sort something out. What's happening?
So John is going to try and shoot through you to shoot the guy that is holding you.
Chat, just forget about that. I'm going to turn the camera off. I'll investigate it later.
Yeah, you're super laggy, dude.
That's fine. I'll just leave the camera off. I'll look at it later. I'm going to attempt to use the guy that's holding me as a meat shield.
Alright, so you're going to try and spin him around?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Let's see, do you have anything better here? You don't. Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. I just don't want to like keep forcing you to make strength and brawl checks. Essentially, because that's what's happening here.
But they're
I
so
know.
funny to watch.
Okay. All right. Give me strength plus brawl. This guy is going to actually make a called shot at -5 for you as he tries to shoot you while you're struggling and grappling. So this is... Sorry, he should have rolled 1 dice there. Let me reroll. And then difficulty 2. Alright, that's correct. Yeah. And Zachariah, what are you doing?
Zechariah is going to pull out his 357 Magnum and look at the guy holding our dear Schlaf and ask him, after being inspired by watching Dirty Harry, if he feels lucky, and we'll try and shoot him.
Alright, composure firearms for you, Zachariah. And these other gangsters are also going to fire, seeing that you have pulled a gun and there is a sniper somewhere, they are also going to fire. And stepping out of the shadows at the same time, you see a woman. There we go. She is now shown. And we'll get to her in just a second.
So we have, one guy... So there's 4 gangsters. One of them's
One's dead.
One stopped. One's holding Schlaf. And,
Yep.
then the 4th is in the
Firing.
Firing. And then Lady Chun-Hee is coming.
Chun-Hee, yeah. Alright, and...
Did anyone else think, Sinsa kick?
Wow. Alright, so as this round moves to resolve... Yeah, that bullet goes off. Dr. Schlaf, in an amazing feat of strength, actually manages to pull this guy around and switch his body to the correct place as that gun fires, and the bullet goes through his body, still impacting Dr. Schlaf. Dr. Schlaf, can you go ahead and mark off 1 superficial damage, please, as that bullet that passed through this mortal's body went through yours, as his body is now lifeless.
Done.
One of the gangsters is stopped, and as you fire at the other one, this is 2 versus 2, it'll go to Zachariah because I want it to, and he's a kindred. Yeah, as you fire at him, bam, he's gone. That's easy peasy. But
Oh, shit.
our friend Junhei is now on the scene, and she leaps into action immediately. As she does so, she immediately tries to grapple you, Zachariah.
Well, Zachariah's not going to take too kindly to that.
And this is in the same round, so you guys have already active.
Of course it is.
For her action.
Of course it is.
She is going to try and grapple and drag you away. This is strength plus brawl for her. So what are you doing?
You said I already acted.
Yes. I mean, how are you going to get out? Are you trying to get out of the brawl?
Well, if I'm going to get out, I'm just going to shoot her.
Okay. Give me composure firearms then.
Wow, look at that. Oh my god, she's kindred.
Close. If there was a chance that he could have rolled 8 successes here, so I let him roll it. All right. So as your shot fires, she grabs the gun, pulls her arms behind you, and begins to drag you towards this meat packing warehouse, using lots of speed. One more round.
How high am I, by the way?
Like, this is fucking
You're
stupid.
probably around 40 feet up.
Like,
Okay.
It's as if you smoked a big doobie.
The answer to can you jump down is yes. You are prepared for it, so you don't need to make a roll. You already told me that, and you have weighted the feather.
Yep. I'm gonna just tell my cat. I'm gonna tell Fluffy, downstairs, protect the doctor, and then I'm gonna take a running leap off the building.
All right. As you take the running leap off the building, come down. Are you doing anything as far as like action-wise?
I'm unslinging the shotgun while I fall. I've left the rifle up on the roof for the time being.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm unslinging the shotgun, and I am getting ready to just go fast.
All right. As you try to enter the alleyway, two guys step into your way and into your field of vision. That is, and that will be as you're trying to fire at them. Okay, so give me once again composure firearms there, and then these guys, who I also apparently grabbed the wrong stat block for, so we're just going to use a different one. Whatever, abbreviated as PCs. These guys are both going to try and duck and dodge out of the way. 3, 2. Alright, so you do 1 damage to one of them. This is Ag. And the other guy ends up just kind of moving out of the way a little bit as that shotgun blast goes off, narrowly missing him. Zachariah, you are currently being dragged away by Chun-Hei. What are you doing? As she is just dragging you backwards and keeping that iron grip that she's got.
I don't fucking know. Just yell at her and mesmerize her and tell her to drop me or stop.
All right. Let's see.
Because of course she's gonna go for me.
Does mesmerize require eye contact? Yes. Sad. Okay. Alright, I'll let it happen. And say that you met her eyes when you looked up and try to mesmerize her. Go ahead and make me a rouse check. And give me manipulation plus dominate. Ooh. And you hear the voice of this young valley girl once again. This is intelligence resolve. Well, bam.
And then can I reroll 2?
Yeah. Three and 3. Ties go to the defender.
Of course it does.
So, as you tell her to stop with the mesmerize, it starts to happen, but she shakes it off and continues to drag you onward. Dr. Schloff, 2 ghouls have come out. 1 of these mortals is stopped, and 3 of them lie dead. What are you doing?
So the one that was unhurt. Essentially, I want to grab his field of vision and attempt to use cloud memory to make him forget why he's here.
Alright, go for it. Does that require a roll/rouse check from you?
It does not require a rouse check, but it is my charisma and dominate versus your wits and resolve.
Oh, that's for... he's not resisting.
Oh, okay, if he's not resisting, then no.
Yeah, no roll.
Yeah.
So you're good. He is stopped. He is standing there. He is mesmerized to do that. So.
I'm basically just going to hold his vision, and I'm going to tell him, "You don't know why you're here. Leave."
I don't know why I'm here. And then he continues, and then he like turns and walks back through. Where am I?
Hey,
All right.
Thank you for the fellow. Welcome.
And then the
to
next
our
round, farther
tournament.
and farther away, Chun-Hei is dragging Zachariah. Zachariah, you are being dragged into this meat packing plant, down and down through. What's happening?
I'm going shotgun samurai. I'm not actually stopping to kill any of these people on my way. I'm literally just chasing after the martial artist and taking shotgun blasts when I see openings.
Okay, so you're not stopping for these ghouls. These ghouls are going to try and grab you. Both of them are.
I'm gonna use celerity to try and get out of the way.
All right. So what celerity power are you using? So
Fleetness.
celerity is the okay.
So once per turn, I can defend with dexterity plus athletics, adding my celerity points.
So essentially, you're taking the dodge action using your slide bonus.
This is for non-combat dex text.
But it says once per turn, I can also do this when defending. So, I mean, normally it's for non-combat, but then I can also use it when defending.
Okay, so
Once per turn, though.
all right, so this will be dex plus athletics for you.
Do I just set it as +2?
Yes. No. You don't add your celerity to this one because it's not non-combat. So make me a rouse check first.
But it says I can. I'm reading Fleetness. It says add the celerity rating to user's dice for non-combat dexterity tests, and then once per turn, the user may also do this when defending with dexterity plus athletics, which tells me that I can add the celerity to it, but only once per turn. So it's like one
when
dodge
you're when you're defending with dex plus athletics. So like if they're firing at you, it's going to be that. If you're trying to jump out of the way, dex plus athletics. Okay, so dex plus athletics plus celerity. Now I got you. I didn't quite understand what you were trying to do.
Still not great.
There. These guys are both going to try and grapple you, so that's one. And that's the other. Alright, so one of them does actually grab you and stop you from moving. The other guy tried to punch you but didn't quite get there.
Depending on if he stops me, that means he's right up close to me, right?
Yeah, he's right up close.
In which case, I'm just going to unload the shotgun into him.
Your action wasn't to run.
My action was to run and take shotgun blasts at opportune targets, and if he's physically stopped me, basically like I'm ready, just hair trigger on the shotgun, ready to blast anything that pops into my field of vision. And if someone stops me and pulls me towards them, I'm going to swing into them and just.
Okay. Well, he won his grapple chest, so you can't quite turn around here. We'll get to that, and we'll come back, and we're actually going to end up picking this up next week, but that's not going to be a problem. So, moving to Zachariah, back to Zachariah and Chun-Hei real fast before we end today's session, just because I want to get this out of there. You are dragged into a room under the abattoir. The air is thick with the scent of cattle blood and a faint whiff of something, although sweeter. The butcher crew above cuts all manner of meats upon request, including ones that are usually taboo. You're thrown into a steel chair sitting in the corner of the room. Lone droplets of blood still fall from the grate in the ceiling. And as you're sitting there, coming into your field of vision, you see a woman. And she looks familiar. She is dressed... Give me 1 second. Let me pull up this SPC sheet I made for her. She's shorter. 5'8", fiery red hair, very, very voluptuous body. She is a very, very beautiful woman, and she is dressed in very tight, form-fitting leathers with a low cut on her shirt. And coming into view, you see one Callie. And we are going to end the session there.
I fucking
I
hate
feel
you.
like you just dropped a bomb.
I
don't understand.
fucking hate you.
Well,
I hate you.
You love him.
Well, James, you were asking about Callie.
I told you soon.
So wait, does this probably doesn't even have anything? Oh no, red haired. By the way, 5'8's not short, man. That's tall for a woman.
it's not.
5'8's my height, and I'm short, so
Well, statistically, it's
But
tall
you're not-
for a woman.
but you're not
and
a
actually,
woman.
5'8 is the average global height for men.
So
that's fair.
Chad and his ilk
I
are
mean-
just giants.
no,
That's fair enough.
no. Oh, I hate you. You could. Oh, this will be interesting.
Do you hate me though?
This should be interesting.
Yeah, well,
Because especially it hasn't been that long. Interesting.
it's been a few weeks actually.
Yeah, that's not too long.
It's long enough.
Well, thank you for the game, everybody. Thank you for watching chat.
Yar, I will see you next week.
Thanks for watching chat, and Fred, you can go fuck yourself.
Why did you tell Fred to fuck
Fred
himself?
hasn't been too bad lately.
Why are you telling Fred to fuck himself?
He knows.
Okay.
He knows what he did.
Take care of yourselves.
Yep. See you sometime this weekend, Michael. Oh, it's Saturday.
Yeah. I'll see you tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Yas.
Yes, you have a game tomorrow.
Do give me a couple seconds. Let me cut stream and then I'll be back.
Yeah. Do you?
So yeah, guys, thank you for tuning in and watching. Hope you enjoyed it. That was a nice little cliffhanger there that Derek decided to leave me on. We shall find out that story next week. Tomorrow, check us out at 9 a.m. Central. We'll be playing some Tomb of Annihilation. I will be DMing that for some people. It's going to be fun and glorious. To stay up on top of all the shit that I do, follow me on Twitter, or if you like, you can pop in on Discord to say hi. This video, on top of all my other videos, will be on YouTube. This one will be up there sometime tomorrow. And there's the YouTube video. If you give me a subscription to that, I will love you a long time. I thank everybody for the follows and hanging out today. And if you super love me, I do have a Patreon that you can always come check out and give us some love. And yeah, I appreciate everyone hanging out. Hope you all had some fun and enjoyed our little vampire story today. And until then, I don't see anyone playing any vampire. Oh, we do have Music City by Night. Let's see what they are playing, if they're actually playing a game or not. I don't know. They don't. No, they're playing. Well, they're playing on a different tabletop. I don't even know what the hell that is. So we'll cut it here. See if there's anyone playing some Dungeons and Dragons, because we do play Dungeons and Dragons quite religiously. Let's see if I can go and raid somebody, basically. I don't have anyone there, so let's check out some Dungeons and Dragons. Find somebody with low viewers, because that's I like passing on the love. Let's see here. Oh, we got Morab runs. Let's see what they're playing. Oh, they're playing some Curse of Strahd. So we'll go and raid them. Morab. Don't know who they are, but we will go and raid them and give them some love. Because Dungeons and Dragons is my game. So yeah, we will go and raid them. Hang out with them for a little bit. And until tomorrow, we will see you later.